whoop, whoop, and then no. No. Great. And the sirens. Great. Let's do some box breathing. 4 counts. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Breathe out. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suspend.
Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, suspend. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, suspend. 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, suspend. 4, 2, 3, 4, suspend. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Woo! Good. And our inhale, that breath cycle, who can tell us the first part of the breath cycle? What's the first thing? Very good. It's called inhale. And Julie said the 3 parts, that diaphragmatic, costal, dorsal. Okay, just take a nice breath in, and let's do costal, dorsal, diaphragmatic into the pelvic basket, and go. Down a half step, and now let's do the mouth breath so that we have that silent breath, and go. And very good. And the second part of the breath cycle, the resist, or if you want to put maintain, or appoggio, or suspend, but you do not collapse. So what are the 5 checkpoints of that? Sternum, solar plexus, pelvic basket, waist, and your ribs. So your ribs are going to maintain that instead of good. Let's do what I had one later, one of the what? Let's just do no, let's do on worksheet 2 on the back side. It's So could you give us a G? Thank you. Way too low. So see, that goes Good, and this time let's do it enough till we get to the resist, and the resist uses the abdominals. All right, here we go, and check. Don't run out of gas. Just stop a little early. Good. Up a half step. And here we go. Good job. And another half step. And check, check, check. Maybe resist. Great. Thank you. That was great. And I forgot to bring water. So we've done all of that. We've already done the whole first worksheet because you know it so well. Worksheet number 2 is pretty much the same thing, just to remind you what happens when. And it includes the mouth breathing. So again, always making sure you have the 3 parts. We've already done the exercises on worksheet handout 2. Boy, you're smart. Good. Larynx. Bark like a little chihuahua. Pant like a chihuahua. Pant like a Great Bernard, Saint Bernard. And a golden retriever. Okay, so it's just a nice dropped larynx. Great, good. And then find that where the larynx stops and you have a little gap. And just massage that a little bit. I had a student this week that couldn't get high notes, and we found out it was just the outer muscles. She just was tight, like right in there. Okay, and then we have the thyroid cartilage tilt. And that actually is very important for classical singers. And it's that little bit of, you're going to take your fingers and you're going to contract these muscles right alongside and go, oh no. Boo-hoo. And that's that cartilage tilt, as well as a lowered larynx. Okay, next page. We're just ripping right through these. Let's do the onsets, and that's the glottal, aspirate, and balanced. And here we go. And E, E. Good, and that's it. And then aspirate. Good, and then the balanced. Oh, I heard a glottal. So again, remember how last week we checked each other? See if you can kind of keep your ears, and you could be the glottal police. Do a balanced again, and. But keep them separate. So that we have 5 onsets. Ready? And. Are you using this? Yes, because this helps. This helps keep those folds together. Good. And now we have the body cover, and it's stiff. I'm so tired. So they're pulled apart, and they're aspirate. So try that. And I'm thin, and I'm not tired. Ready? I'm And be careful, don't go nasal on me, because we have that drop larynx. Try that again, and. Good. Go back to your breath cycle, and do that with thick, and. But stay on your breath, because I'm hearing, I'm not tired. I'm not tired. So I'm going to stay on my breath, so it's not just, and I'm staying on my resist, not, I'm not tired. That's the assist part of it. Try that again and keep that blowfish body. And. I'm not tired. Yes, so you can have thick folds and loud, but still be on your support. Great. Let's do, this is also handout 3 on the back side. It's ki, ki, ka, ko, ko. And do not listen to my voice. I didn't get much sleep last night. Anyway, and ki, ki, Nice, nice, nice. And up a half step. And ki, ke, ka, ko. Beautiful. 3-part breath. And ki, ke, ka, ko. Good. Keep going. And a little tip of the larynx. Can we get more resist rather than assist? A little blowfish. And ki, ke, ka. Great. Good. And then let's do vi, ve, va, vo, vu. And vi. We've already done this. Vi, ve, va, vo, vu. And go. Vi, ve, va, vo. Now without the V, just to square up the folds. And nice. And up a half step. And V, V. Excellent. Take out the V and one more. Great. V. And right here and V. Great. Good. I saw a little film with Pavarotti, if I didn't tell you last week. He said, we sing from here. You sing from here. And he was so cute. And the famous Pavarotti tongue. That looks like, All right. Let's do a few clicks. I find these are really helpful if I'm fatigued. And it starts with a C. Bree, bra, bree, bra, bree. Click, click. Okay, so click a little bit. Click, 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 click. And bree, bra, bree, bra. Click, 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 click. And good. And don't forget to breathe. And oh, sorry. Click, 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 click. Gently. And bree, bra, bree, bra, bree. Click, click, click. And so still pay attention to those onset, breath onsets. Do the click, click, the high one, and it's all right if we're not together. It's okay. And here we go. And bree, bra, bree, bra, bree. And can you hold that top note a little bit and enjoy it and let it blossom? Ready? Click, 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 and go. That was beautiful. And because of that, most of the rest of them were much more in pitch. So do that again. So stay on that blowfish. Do the scale from the top and yes, and we ended up at the same pitch at the bottom. I don't care about, our speed down, as long as you keep energized. And that's whenever people say, well, you don't have any support. That's what it means. It means it's not connected to that resist or assist. Very good. This one you might want to, if you have handout 3 continued, And we're talking here about unvoiced consonants. And the reason it's here, it's because what happens is on a voiced consonant, the vocal folds come together. And this chapter is on vocal folds. We're going to do it again later in the consonant worksheet. So we're going to go, a G please, thank you. So it's unvoiced is an S. Try that. Voice it. To an E. To a Z. And an S. See, there's no pitch. Right. So when we sing and we have voiced consonants, we want to put those on pitch. So we're not going very, very lovely, very, very lovely. So you want to put those on pitch. If you want to sit down, you may. Okay. A singer. And then, this is very interesting. Here's the tip to the cartilage. Wah, wah. But it's not here. It's not here. So we're going to find this one and go. Wah, I don't want to. Excellent. Half step up. And that was lovely. And. And they call that squealo sometime. And also right in here, and I didn't get to this on the worksheets. Freddie, thank you. Thank you. I didn't get to it on the worksheets. There's a actual, I talked about this chamber, formant 1, formant 2, and there's a formant 3, 4, 5. It's a tube. The larynx is a tube. And if you want a little more of that, a little more squealo, you actually narrow it. Okay? So experiment with that a little bit with the wah, wah. My teacher always said, Deb, just say quack, quack, quack. So I went quack, quack, quack. And he didn't correct me. So I thought, I don't think he understood what that was for. In my wisdom now. Quack, 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 it's right in here. Kind of Aunt Mame-like. Mm-hmm. Good. Now let's do the wah, wah. I don't want to go with that in mind. Let's go to an A maybe. Here we go. And. And make sure you're narrowing this and not bringing your palate down. One more time. And tipping. Go. Tip more. And I'd like you to close your mouth a little bit for a little SOVT, semi-occluded vocal tract. Wah, wah, I don't want to go. And I was really fatigued, and now it's kind of coming back when I narrow up the tubes. Try that, and. Good. Now put only half a teaspoon of that in your voice. And go. Exactly, so you can control it. If you have to play the Wicked Witch of the West, well, you know how to do it. Great. There's a thing here, retracted false vocal folds, and that's particularly good for people, for us aging folks, but actually most rock and roll people know what it is. So it is right in here. There are, take a look if you have your handout. At the back of handout 3, and there's these little circles of the vocal folds, and there's a little box. There's a little box where it shows the true vocal folds. They come together. One is kind of brown. It's got mucus on it, actually. Right above it are little indentations there, are false vocal folds, and they can actually come together. And that's how, like, Tuvan throat singers, I'm rattling the false vocal folds above the true vocal folds. I'm not very good at it because I can feel some strain, but you know, you get really good at it. And so it's important to keep those apart in classical singing. So take a constrict, just go, and then retract, and you'll feel kind of an open, nice, airy feeling. Feel it? And I've had a lot of students that if they have cracking, we work first thing on their false vocal folds, or pick up a heavy suitcase and let it go. And those are constrictors that do that. Constipation, same thing, yeah. And then on the other side, you have some remembrances of your images for alignment. Let's do a little bit of that. That woman is so skinny, it's scary. Yeah. And then you've got the 6 places of balance, your feet, your knees, your hips, your thorax, that's your spine, your rib cage, your arm structure, so you're not going like this or this, and then that AO joint. Good, and you can see how that poor gal in the lower pictures, our muscles, when we're like that, they actually, they contract and they stretch, and it's a lot of work to get back to this. When we first started this class, I had about 2 weeks of headaches and an achy neck because I had to redo it. I was already, Good, all right. Vocal tract resonator. Let's do the bottom. Here's the pharynx. The pharynx is that back throat, they sometimes call it. And you can raise your palate. Everyone raise your palate. Take a drink of water. Watch that the tongue doesn't go back. Lower your larynx. And it's a nice long tube. Let's do the no. Oh, sorry, is that a C? Yeah. Put a little party on in the back of your mouth, like, oh, you don't want anyone to see that you're yawning. And go. No. Good. Do it more trombone-y this time, so you feel that backspace. And good. And whoop, 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 whoop. And do you have a high palate? Just checking. Ready? And again. Very good. Soft palate. Next page. That's the sealing of the pharynx. Let's do the bottom exercise. Try that. Lower your larynx and go. Beautiful. Very good, very good. Let's do the boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. It's that fake one though. And good job, good job. And then 5 is the tongue. Taming the terrible tongue. Let's do, put a pencil, if you have a clean pencil, horizontally, over here, like Susan, could you turn around and show everyone what it might look like? And let's do he, 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 he. No, he, he. This is number 6. He, 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 So keep it over and keep it on your lip and go. And it works better with a pencil so you don't have to stick out your jaw, and be careful of your jaw. Again. He, he, he. Good. Take your pencil out and keep the tongue sort of in that position. And. Do you feel the space behind your tongue when you do that? That was really good. That was great. That was good. Now let's do another consonant that helps keep the tongue high besides the he is the yee ya, yee ya, yee ya, yee ya. It's called a J glide. This is number 7. Yee ya, yee ya, yee ya, yee ya, yee ya, yee ya, yee. Because the vowel that pulls your tongue back the easiest is what? Ah. Oh. Oh. So they all have to have the same brightness. Try that. And. That's it. That's it. Good. Now we're going to go E-ya, without the first J glide, but you're going to remember where that was. And go. Very nice. For my ears, the E and the ah had a similar color rather than E-ah, E-ah. I mean, totally exaggerating, but that was beautiful. Now do it without any J glides. I'm missing the first E, so you just write it in there and go. Air, breath. Thank you. That was grand, grand. And the next one, K, helps you keep your tongue where it belongs. So let's do F sharp. Ski, 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 ski. And you'll notice where that tongue is on the K. Ready? And ski, 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 ski. And minimal jaw motion. Take the K out and can you hear how good that is? I don't know. You know, I ask people, could you hear how good that was? And they go, no. Or you're so busy. You're busy doing all of these crazy things that singers have to do. Let's do the vaco, 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 and vaco, vaca, vaco, vaca, and vaco, vaca, vaco, vaca, vaco, vaca, vaco. Take the K out and notice, remember where the tongue was, and great. Another one is NG. Ka 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 nga 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 ka ka nga nga ka ka nga nga ka. All right, give us a G. Here we go. Ka 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 nga 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 ka ka nga nga ka ka nga nga ka. Good. And then do it one more, up a half step maybe, and go. Ka 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 nga 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 ka 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 nga ka ka nga nga ka. Very good, great. And then one, my favorite, the alveolar ridge, ta-ka, 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 ta-ka. Because what we have to do is flip our tongue up, get back to the K position. An alveolar ridge is right here. So it's really hard when we do ta, da, la, na, ra, for that back to remember, oh, that's right, I'm supposed to be high. So here we go, nice and slow, and ta-ka, ta-ka. Right, so we've lost a lot of our space. The car, the car, the car, the car, and stay on your breath. And remember how we prepped our pharynx? And go. Much better, much better. So we always have that tone factory back there, no matter what we're doing here. Now take out the K, and. That's wonderful, that's wonderful. Tonight's worksheets, I've given you 3 of them. We're still working on the vocal tract, although we've moved from the pharynx now to the oral cavity. Let's do again, since the tongue is part of the oral cavity, we still have to think about that. But let's go to, this is worksheet 6, number 2, where it says trombone trumpet resonance. And we think of having an inverted funnel. So we're going to do number 2 on a trombone. Can you close your mouth and do a or, you know, a hydraulic, you know, when they change your tire. All right, here we go. And good. And it's you're gonna feel back pressure. Try that one more time. And smooth it out. Right. And then the other one is going to be, it's going to be the trumpet going the other way. If you can't do it, do a raspberry or a anything you want. Okay, as long as it goes that way. And go. Smooth it out, smooth it out. Yeah, real siren-y. Good. And now, you, on the words, jubilate dominum. And it just happened to have all of the same vowels. Oo, E, A, O, and oo. I thought you'd get a little tired of I, A, O, oo. Okay, here we go. And keep the trombone and the trumpet. Go. And it's you with a J glide. You get that tongue high. Now let's go back again. Check that the pharynx is open. Check that you're singing from your vocal folds. Yeah. Little clicks here. Okay, and here we go. And we've got our breath again. And trombone. Yes, very good, very good. And go up, let's go up a whole step. And go. Right, up another half step, only faster. And check your breath. And jubilated. And another half step, check your alignment, and very good. Now this is a really weird one. Number 3, this is all about getting this backspace open. So we're going to hold our lips with one hand and shut it. Really hold it shut. And we're going to sing, "Where are you going tonight?" And you'll see that even with my mouth pretty shut, I can still do consonants, I can still do vowels. I think I'm you can understand me. So here we go, and breathe. Where are you going tonight? So you're going to have to work to stretch that back a little bit more, and up a half step, and breathe. Can you get even wider teeth back there? Keep your tongue high. Uh-huh. Check, 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 check. One more time. Check, check. Yes. Now take it away and sing it. Go. Where? Very nice space, and very nice projection. So, as you see at the very top of that page, it's very important that your lips are like rounded, not like that. Okay? Good. And just take a quick look at the back of that, and see that jaw, and see that little girl in her recliner. That's the way your jaw should kind of feel. All right. You can take your pencil and toggle it up and down like that picture. You can do this. Take your thumb, put it behind your upper teeth, and so you have an overbite, a little bit of one. Good. Let's do number 6. I know. So we're not going to go, I know. But we're going to calm that jaw. I know. Or whatever. Yeah, that's what it. So put your hand here, please. And you're going to blow air this way. That's part of that trumpet. You're going to have the trombone space, the high palate. Take your mouth breath and go. Now keep that trumpet and that trombone space a little smaller up front. And I know. So what you're going to do is blow air on both sides of your hands. Then move your hand out a little bit more. Ready? And again. And stay thin folds. Altos. It's easy to go, I know. And that's okay. But you have to make it a choice. And so I'm going to be a dictator, and I'm going to have you make a thin fold choice. Okay? Try that. And another way to get thin folds is to tip that cricoid cartilage. And again. Tip. There. It went up in pitch even. Very good. And then there's a thing called diphthongs. Anyone know what diphthongs are? Right. So we go, say, join now, climb right to great bright heights. All those I. So we do say, join now, climb right to. So you put that second vowel way over. You might want to think of it as percentages. You're going to sing 90% on the first, and then 10% on the second, or 95%. So try that one. Jacqueline, would you just play it for them first? Two, three. Yeah, here we go. Do the best you can, and go. That's it, and try that again. Ready? Do you need the worksheet? What's that? Oh, I think they were back there. If you want to. Oh, no, yeah, this was tonight's. Oh, yeah, because you were at class. So this is number 6 and number 7, and the semi-occluded vocal tract. Try that again. Ready, and go. Right. A lot of it isn't just a straight ah. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Excellent. And one nice reminder of the jaw is everyone do da mom or joyfully dumb. I mean, you don't have to say it, but that's your jaw. I love to sing. Let's sing I love to sing with a da mom jaw. And go. Thinner voice, thinner, altos. I love thinner, falls. And everyone support. And go. Yes, that was so beautiful. Good. So we'll keep that. And it's really hard to keep that jaw from, I love to sing. Part of it is our language. So that is the vocal resonators. And then we have articulators. And I'm not going to get into them too much. We can do a little more next week. But it starts with the that fa, va, bean. That's unvoiced, voiced, unvoiced, voiced, unvoiced, voiced. So would you just play that, Jacqueline, for the... And notice that most of the voiced consonants have a partner. T. Everyone do a t. D. It has a pitch. K. G. Pitch. F. V. Pitch. S. Z. The TH of thin. Th. No pitch, and this, like this. And sh. J. Ch. J. And your H. And your clicks have pitch. The other voice consonant, W. Yes, J glide. Sing. And an L. All right, fava, bean. Here we go. M. And really enjoy that voiced consonant. Pretend you know. Fa, enjoy it. There are times you might want to do that. Not on fava beans, but anyway. And yes, and if your conductor said altos, you're flat. No offense, but that's what all conductors do. Put your consonants on pitch, and will help a whole lot. Try that again. Stay a little thinner, and excellent. And Susie, Sue. So there's the S and the Z. Try that. Yes, from that bum, is just a half step, so don't come too far. Try azure shimmer. Do the azure shimmer and excellent, excellent. And of course, we've got that darn taka, daka, laka, naka, raka. It's one of my favorites because I think it's the hardest to do. Then we have where the consonant is made: bilabial, alveolar ridge, velar, k, g, n, labial dental, v, lingual dental, v. And if you know where it's made, nobody taught me consonants. Nobody. For probably 50 years of voice lessons, no consonants. Picked it up at choral conducting conventions. Because choral conductors don't have a lot of time. They don't have an hour lesson every week. They've got 200 kids, and they got to get up on that stage and do a show in 6 weeks. So they're really efficient. T. What's a T? Alveolar ridge. Great. We might as well finish this baby up. Turn it over if you would. And now we have final consonants. Pak, the, ka. And be careful of L, M, N, R, and N, G. I put it in a little phrase called lemon ring. L, because we're going all, and Rachel's brilliant question about all. No jaw. All. Park. And R's, of course, especially with classical singing, we don't use an R, very rarely a final R. Park, the park. You can pucker for an R. Park. Ka, in, ha, vad, yad. My favorite one is number 3. Pass in as it eats and rolls. Say that, please. Pass in as it eats and rolls. And remember, we're taught to put the final consonant to the next word. Well, then you'll end up with passin as it eats and rolls. And I've actually heard choral people sing like that because it's been drilled into them. Move that consonant over, move it over. So then you do things like slight glottals. Pass in as it eats and rolls. So you can use slight glottals. So now you know how to use a glottal. Then there's a wrap up, just those little reminders. And then we have preparing for a song. And let's do the boat song. And we're going to listen to it first. I think it's after Bist du bei mir. Why don't you sing for them? Thank you. Do you need that? Thank you. Okay, listen to the song if possible. And we have a possibility here. Boat song, number 8. It's not on? Oh, he must have.
No, these are dead.
Well, sing away. So look at the pitches. Something you might want to work on. Patterns. Half steps. A measure with no music. Key change. another measure with no music. Oh, and then we've got to repeat because we have 3 verses. All right. Look over the piece, study the pattern for blah, blah, blah. Read the words. Everybody read the words together if you would. Beautifully read, beautifully read. I think all of that work on your vocal mechanism, and it's actually true. I have the book of Judy Dench's vocal coach. I think it's called An Actor Speaks. I forget the author, her coach. But what do they start with? Breathing and space and vowels. And I think, well, this is just a voice lesson. All right, so now it says divide the song into manageable phrases, okay. Let's sing the words on one pitch, and you might want to notice where you might want to take a breath or not. And it can be an expressive breath, it can be a breath because I need it. But even while you're doing this, check your alignment. Check your vocal tract prep. Check your silent breaths. So on one pitch, seagulls, and go. I'm going to change the pitch, and I'm going to change the pitch just for heck of it, and excellent, and good. Very nice. And then we are going to sing the written piece on one vowel, but on the pitches, okay? No consonants. Your favorite vowel, if it's an ah, sing it all on an ah. Here we go. And watch your breath. Watch your pharyngeal space, your oral space. Watch your palate, and excellent. This is the next thing I think is one of the hardest things to do is to sing the vowels that are here. E, ah, e, ah, e, ah, e, e, ah, e, ah. And you're going to notice some diphthongs. Bright sun. You can't say brought sunshine. It's not a bra. Bright sun. You put the E just like we did in that exercise. So just do the vowels. Check your tongue height. Remember, it did say somewhere, just to keep that dorsum even though it may go down a little bit, kind of keep it up there all of the time. But breathing and resist. Yes. Right, so it's O-E-O-E-O, right? E-I-E-R-O. Now, we're going to myron it, and you do an NG. So I've got my tongue glued to my soft palate, and now I'm finding out, oh, what do I have to do up at the front door? So here we go. NG, and right. Very beautiful. Now, did you find out? Those are the alveolar ridge. My sister and I always, she lives in New York, and Marcia, what are we doing today? Well, I don't know. What do you want to do? I want to go to Little Italy. And that was our Little Italy, alveolar ridge. Okay, aren't you impressed? Okay. All right, enough myroning. Here we go. Sing it as written. Start to think about maybe dynamics, its meaning. What is it expressing? I chose it, but maybe sometimes, like, say you're given a role in a play, wasn't exactly what you planned. Or my sister was in a show opposite a guy she could not stand, and of course she had to be in love with him. So whether you like the song or not, maybe find something. Find a word that says it for you. Find a color. There are colors in here. There's a critters. There's a duck. Okay, here we go. I'm going to stop you. Could I have some people come out and listen, because it's really beautiful? Just come up, yeah. Now, watch for their alignment. Now you've got critics here. So get your palate going on those E's.
They're going to listen to you sing.
Oh yeah, no, you don't have to sing solo.
You guys got to sing.
Or we could do it that way if we have some really nerdy people. Oh. Alignment. resist. Can you do a little thicker folds? Because I want a little more volume. And yay, yay. Pretty, huh? Yay. Very good. Thank you. Thank you.
How Barbara was keeping an eye on her space
Uh-huh.
the whole time. Yeah, nice. Might try it. Because I saw a lot of people got very small, very small. So you might want to try everything a little more.
And think of that picture of the mouth. One is kind of like this. Be a little, and it's hard. Good. Well, that was that song. Nice. So it sometimes is a nice way to learn a song. Let's do requests.
Wait, I have a question about this.
Absolutely.
The words describe that you want this, but that's not correct.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
What does it say?
It says, the one on the right is the way most people picture the opening. The one on the left is the vertical configuration desired by singers.
Oh, you can Gareth Nair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was confused when I saw it.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's do Bist du bei mir. Stand, please. And I would like you to do a little bit of modeling. Model a little bit of an opera singer. And find out what is it they're doing. And I think in the modeling, you're going to maybe sense what they're doing. And remember, I have a German, an Italian, and English for you all who want to audition. Ready to go. Here we go. And excellent. Let's go on, keep going on, and I'm not playing your notes. That's great. And go. Breathe. Sorry. And just do that again. What I am playing is, that's the accompaniment, and you're going to be, and I had a coach in New York that said those dots on those dotted notes are the loudest part of the note. So you're going to go, ach, wie vergnügt. So you kind of move it out. Remember, you're supposed to be opera singers here. And nice. Well, I'm sure, hope you can hear how lovely that is. Yes. Oh, those are called double sharps. I wanted this to be in a lower key, so I did a little transposition program, and those are called double sharps. So if you have normally an F sharp, and you have that little X, it would actually, you wouldn't be playing an F sharp, you'd end up playing a G, going up yet another half step. A sharp raises the note, and then a double sharp raises it again. And double flats are just two flats. Yeah, down. And there are conventions in music. You'd think, well, why the hell didn't they just write a G, for heaven's sake? Well, you have to follow the key signature and blah 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 blah. Yeah. Let's do Orange Colored Sky. It's at the very end. I hope you all have it. Do you all have it? Does anyone need it? It was added at the very end. Might have a few extra. Anybody need it? I actually just love that Beast Du by Mir, and you sang it so beautifully. And I don't know if you heard the little weird stuff in the accompaniment. It's really lovely. Okay. All right. Get out your walking shoes. What speed do you think you want it? What do you want it at? Give me a 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. So it's a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, and. Sorry. And then what would happen is the band would probably play improvise, blah 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 blah. And then you'd probably come back on one look and you'd come back there. But could we just do, 'cause the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out? Can we just do that? 'Cause the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out. Breathe. Nice, nice. Could you all, can we act this out a little bit? Move around a little bit? It's hard to do it when do you have a suggestion? All right.
Take less space.
And you can kind of keep an eye on your music if you want. So move around, yeah, it's spread out a little bit.
So your face, your hands, your eyes, your shoulders, maybe your feet.
There was a book by a really fine conductor. He said, all right, start with just your feet. Express it just in your feet. Just your feet. Okay, go to your knees and your feet. Now, only express it with your eyes. That's a little harder. How about from your neck up only? How about your shoulders? Your torso. Your bottom. Waist down. And then the whole thing. Okay, here we go. Okay. 1, 2, here we go. And 1, 2, and. Now, you don't even have to sing this. You can go, 'cause the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out. I went into a spin and I started to shout. This is it. Okay, so you can do that. Just think of the stuff that Barbra Streisand has done. She is just, she does stuff like that. I mean, yeah. I don't think so. I think it's just a jazz standard, yeah. Do the 'cause the ceiling fell in. And just, if you don't know the pitches, don't worry. And 'cause the ceiling, and 'cause the ceiling fell in and the... Good. Now we're going to go to the second ending. It says to coda. You find that little funny little sign out of an orange, and out of an orange colored purple striped. Nice. And it's funny, when I just demonstrated that kind of saying it like that, you have no idea how shy I felt inside. So, you know, you just kind of gotta do it. Ugh. Ugh. Let's do a little bit of sound the trumpet. I'm sorry, page 24. And if you don't know the words, you don't know the tune, just sing any note that happens to fit in the chord, maybe. Or maybe you are jazzing it up and making it completely atonal. We don't care. I stopped playing just because I wanted to hear it, because the piano's too loud. I just wanted to hear it. Could you hear it? Could you hear it? It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. Would you make a kind of a circle and, yeah, yes. Lovely. Yeah, and just kind of, you can stay right there. Yeah, you can stay right there. Because you want to be able to hear across. Let's go on the sprightly, oh boy. And page 26, the second ending of the top of the page. And 1, 2, 3. Great. Where'er you walk. You're probably sick of my little anecdotes, but I was talking to a friend. He'd been in the hospital for a week and a half, and I mentioned we were singing this, and he goes, "Where'er you walk." He said, "Oh, I love that piece. Richard. Now, okay, so what does this piece mean? What does this piece mean? There's some bad conjunctions. Very naturey, cool, yeah. So also another thing, when you're expressing something, bring out the most important words, and you can even stretch them a little bit. Where'er you walk, cool gales shall fan the glade. So take a listen for those important words. And a little faster, and this is a da capo aria, which means you go from the top again until the word fine. And when you're sitting in a performance of 3 hours worth of Handel, and the da capo comes again, it's like, oh, shit. And they're a lot longer than this. But their job is, the second time around, they would go like this. You're going to ornament it. You might go, "We walk, cookie shelf and the glade," and you'd ornament it. "Trees we sit, shall crowd into our shade," and you'd ornament it. You want to try it? All right, go for broke. I mean, you're supposed to do it in the Baroque style, but hey, it's okay. Wherever you are, yeah. Take it away. Da capo. Yeah. There was a lot of improvisation in the Baroque period. Cookie shelf and the glade, trees where you sit, shall crowd into our shade. Great, great. Do you have time for De Colores? If you need to leave, fine. Next week, if we may, let's have a little party after. Even if you can't stay too long, it'd be wonderful to have you. We can have bring some things. Yeah. We can't eat in here, but we'll go in the parlor. Great. That is so lovely. That's just the loveliest, what's that?
It's such a lovely piece.
It is. Well, this is one heck of a sing-along group here. Fantastic, thank you. So, see you next week, and that'll be it. Any little snacks or drinks or whatever you want. And I've got paper stuff, so, I've got cups. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, gotta turn, oh.